Start. Okay, very good morning to everybody. Risha, Manani, Sachin, Anisha, and our photographer also. Very good morning. So today, Manani, I'm just going to ask you some of the questions that you have to answer in the bit of the career speaking round. So first round, I'm just asking kinds of questions to you. That what's your profile? You have to introduce something about yourself. So go on speaking that kinds of introduction rounds. And very after that, you have to follow that kinds of different kinds of questions. Okay, go on, let's start.
Okay, I am going to introduce myself. First of all, my name is Manini Bhattacharya. I am from Standard 9 and I am from UP Public School, which is near Dubrajpur Road. I am from Digangana Suri, Birbhum, and my mother's name is Madhumita Bhattacharya, who is a housewife, and my father is Chanchal Kumar Bhattacharya, who is banker in Malda. I have two hobbies. Those are karate and singing. I want to continue
Sorry to
with.
interrupt you about singers.
Yes, sir.
Actually, yes, you mentioned that you have the two hobbies. Number one, karate. Number two is singing, right?
Yes, sir.
So, would you kindly tell me that what's the meaning of karate?
Karate means self-defense. Like when nobody is with you, like you are alone in road, anyone wants to means harass you, like anything. So you can defense with them if you are alone.
That's a very nice explanation, exaggerations, but exact two Bengali words. How could you able to explain that? Actually, it is a special kinds of meaning. Sometimes, why I just go to face the kinds of exams, the carry different kinds of veil, like
Yes.
blue veil, green veil, something that various kinds of veils are available.
Yes, sir.
So the teacher asks you a kind of specific questions that what's the meaning of the karate? Only two words in Bengali. What is it called?
Uh,
Khali Hath.
Khali.
Okay, and that is the experiences, whatever you have told that. Defense, self-defensing, so
Yes.
very good experiences. Okay, and right now, women also should develop that particular kinds of skill. Okay, now go on after that.
Then I have two hobbies. I said that, and side by side,
Equivocally.
equivocally, I want to continue with law studies, and I want to become lawyer in future. So it's my introduction.
Okay, so previously I have already asked you kinds of question that from your hobby that as you have already mentioned, my favorite hobby is singing songs. So our today's songs are those that tale of saddest part. Our business is later. I'm just waiting. Risha was in queue for asking the kinds of questions. So Risha, what are the things in your mind that you thought that you would ask the kinds of question to Marini Bhattacharya?
She told she wanted to be a lawyer in future.
Yes.
So before some days in Calcutta, in a lawyer college, an incident happened. I think that
An incident happened.
an incident happened, and I think that we all know it. So I have not to explain the situation. So what's her thought about it? I want to know.
My thought is that we have to be safe in every place, and some things are that we can't trust anybody in the whole world. We have to be very self-conscious about us,
Yes.
like that.
Okay, thank you. Very nice. Nitin, do you have any kinds of query?
Yes.
Nitin is having any kinds of questions.
Okay. You told that your second hobby is
Singing song.
Singing songs. So, what type of songs would you like to sing?
I like classical songs.
Why?
Because I learn classical songs, and classical songs are like that. If you do it daily, it will be habituated with you, and you will get relaxed, and you will be very means if you get distracted from studies, then if you sing the classical songs, then you will get concentration back from to studies.
Okay. As per your data is concerned that classical songs, I would have a kinds of query. Very nice query from you actually. Classical means there's a various kinds of songs.
Yes.
Sometimes we hear from the DJ box, songs, and sometimes different kinds of melodious songs. Okay, and songs are various in categories, but classical is the topmost level. Okay, because classical indicating that grammar of the song,
Yes.
because the varieties kinds of sargam in songs language, you have to practice with the different kinds of formations, so varieties kinds of styles to boost your vocal. Okay, that's why classical has a very good existence. So if somebody practices over the area of that kinds of classical, so he does not have any kinds of difficulties in singing. What about the songs difficulties are there?
Yes, sir.
To some extent, I am trying to create a kind of harmonizing with that kinds of classical songs in our language, English language. Grammar. Do you think grammar is the pillar of speech or something different? Or if somebody intended to talk in kinds of English language, only that if he is practicing kind of spoken English, it will be very much good for him to expressing his thoughts. So would you like to give that kind of priority for the grammar, thinking that the grammar is the pillar of the speech, creating kinds of harmonizing with the classical thoughts, classical songs, with the vocals, grammar practicing, sargam practicing in the field of the song, whereas in the field of the literature or the English language, do you ever create a kind of harmony between the grammar, thinking that grammar is the pillar of the speech? If you just interpret that particular kind of measure for 50 words, I would very much grateful.
Okay, sir, I will try. Like that, we learn English. If we say that if our base is not strong, then we can do nothing in English. Like if we don't know what is noun, what is pronoun, and what is tense, etc., then we can't understand the literature part of the of English. And so then like that, I can say that music, classical music is also like a grammar, like which
Grammar.
yes, it is grammar.
Grammar or grammar?
Grammar.
No.
So
R will be music. R factor for
Grammar.
this, yes. If R standing alone, then R will be not sounded. If R followed by kinds of vowel, then R will be sounded.
okay, so
Like father and mother. But simply R standing alone. Further.
yes.
R factor. Okay. For pronunciation,
Okay.
so you have to learn the phonetics. I will also teach you whenever the process will also be going on. I will teach you phonetics over there.
Okay, sir. So I was continuing with that. Like I'm saying that classical music is like also like a grammar. If we don't do the classical music like bass, then we can't do any music like ragas, and many are there. Like kirtan is also there like that.
Yes, yes.
We can't concentrate with those things, and we like English grammar and classical music that is interrelated. So I can say that grammar is the pillar of the
Speech.
speech.
Okay, I would wish to give a kind of I have very short question. I'm coming back to this actually. What about that? If the classical becomes a very much vital factor and the given the tremendous importance in the songs world, what about our spectators? If we climb on the stage, go to the stage, started singing classical songs, and sometimes it happens, Shreya Ghoshal or Kumar Sanu or others singing songs, but classical is big down. So our audience is empty. It's a modern feature in our society. That time, why? But classical, I get mesmerized about that kind of thought. If classical becomes a very much obviously, I from my honestly from the bottom of my heart I also believe that classical is obviously better. But picture saying different. We go to the stage and started singing classical songs, audience instantly become empty. Whereas Kumar Sanu sing, sorry, I am not mentioning any particular kind of singer's name. Those people who are very much dignified singers, maybe like other people also, they are singing that kind of songs, not having the touch, bit of classical, but audience are cheered up and started clapping. Can you have a kind of proper experiences behind that kinds of thoughts?
Means in stage they performs classicals.
Not classical, bit of touch of the classical.
First of all, they practices classical song before. Then they used to sing the other songs to get touched with the classical songs.
Yes, yes.
So when they are going to perform in stage, so So they try to get touched with classical song with the another songs.
Yes, yes.
So many of them, the audiences can relate that one, and they can understand that he or she have a classical means base of that.
Yes, yes.
So they get understand and they can.
Okay, fine, fine. I got your point of view. Actually, okay, do you have any Sugari, because you are already doing that kind of works for a long period of time? Okay, I think for that I will leave that Risha's questioning.
Sir,
What's the time limit?
10.
10.
sir, I think that whatever he told right now about that song, and you asked the question, I think I don't support it. Because people don't like it because of its base. Because most of the people don't have any idea about songs and how to sing songs. But the main factor is the classical songs are most with the old language, means traditional language, or the beats are traditional. So most of the people can't understand the meaning of the song. They just hear it and get bored. But nowadays the modern songs, they are touching the classical and doing the whole song in an easy language that people will understand. And song is a type of thing which people can understand from their heart. Even they can't explain from mouth, but their heart understand, their mind understand what it's telling. The feeling is coming.
Yes.
So that's the reason that people are loving the modern songs, because modern songs are expressing their feeling in an easy way and in a modern beat. But in classical songs in old times, when these AI autotune were not there, only traditional instruments were there, then people were not able to sing such a fascinated songs. So the old people can understand the lyrics, but now modern people, Gen Z people can understand the old lyrics.
What's the moral of the story? Old is gold.
The
Yes, yes.
old is gold, but not suitable for everyone.
Okay, one thing. Okay, now just for a single moment, was it? Okay, now as we have already discussing about that particular concept about that kind of drama in the field of the song, in the field of the language. But your favorite hobby is the dancing. So in the field of your dancing, also some grammatical forms are also there.
Yes.
So what about your feelings about that kind of simple kind of grammar of in dance language in order to create a kind of differentiations with those kinds of dancer who practices without any kind of grammatical maintaining? If you explain about the particular area, creating congruity with all our divergent thoughts.
The dance also follow all things like singing, reading,
Bit louder.
like the singing, Bengali reading or English reading or anything, all have to learn first in grammar. Also the dance also, we have, when we dance, I am telling the classical dance, not the other dance. So when we were admitted in the any school of the dance, we have to first do some exercise that is suitable for the Bharatanatyam dance. I am telling the Bharatanatyam, and that we have to do some adha, tode, tihai, that type of thing. It is the grammar of the Bharatanatyam. In Bharatanatyam, there's all the in Sanskrit language. It's not Sanskrit, not South Indian language. So that there is no uses. We don't normally we do not understand what they were telling. So that now modern people do not interested to see the classical dance. And if we want to show that the classical dance, we have to the base of the classical dance. Otherwise, they don't interested to see the classical dance. Nowadays, the people are interested to the dance with the modern songs, and there is a very bad thing nowadays that modern songs are in
Mixed up.
mixed out with the Bharatanatyam dance is looking very much bad, because they do both at the different place, and nowadays girls are dancing that and dancing, then they
But
want
the problem lies is that in that area is that if you becomes a kind of dance teacher, see my word very mindfully, and everybody I'm asking to you also, if you becomes a kind of song teacher things, assume yourself that I'm just going to be a kind of song dance teacher. very shortly. When if you try to develop your growth of the students from that kind of particular kind of segment, the if you advise them, you start classical dance for developing a base, and you not get the kinds of huge students. And some students are coming and telling, I saw that, ma'am, I saw that kinds of songs in the film. Yeah, I please make me practice that kinds of song. There's that kinds of program in our college or school. I would like to dance. She does not have any kinds of base. And if you try to make her educated about that kinds of song, so that she can develop very nicely, so you get the huge student. But the ultimate fact is, you understand. I understand. So what? How do you able to interpret, creating link with that kinds of things? What is shortly I want to get that kinds of thing.
I don't interested to learn the learning all the students to learn different type of dance. Like there's many type of dancing. I don't know the name. I'm telling that you learn the classical dance. There's 10 type of classical dance. You learn it. It's very beautiful, and that type of in this time that people are telling that there was a dance that's not dance. There is mujra. Okay, there's not dancing. The classical dance are most beautiful. Other this type of modern dance. And yes, that when we start learning the classical dance, the students' quality is very low. But if we dance learning dance with the different type of modern songs, the students get huge. So I don't interested to learn them the modern songs.
So what do you do?
I teach two students, but I learn teaching them the Bharatanatyam, not the modern.
Modern. Your students will diminish.
Diminish.
That's
Because
not a matter.
that's not a matter. I
We will
learn
teach
a
the
one-
wall, we will
one-
teach the
one.
chairs, we will teach the bench.
No, there is not. There is now people also there. So some people are there that who are interested to learn the classical.
Classical, okay.
That that's why the my
How could you able to develop the Indians? I mean, friends, the growth of the students. If there's not Indian as students in the class, how could you able to
that
enhance like a student's quality?
in I'm telling that Suri's most best dancer that is Dr. Chandravali Gosal.
Yes.
We known as the Mishulidi. So
See, with this, I think there's some special strategy.
she have the PhD in Bharatanatyam.
Duty is not a factor.
I'm telling. First listen my word.
Okay.
So that
Degree is a kind of
I'm not degree.
they are written in the paper.
PhD have to prove something new, so that the degrees happen.
I have
Otherwise,
also seen that many kinds of degree holder got failed in that kinds of examinations. Whereas,
He got the
a simple fellow with having kinds of very good adjusting way of styling with that kinds of shades, getting signing in that kinds of line. According to Swami Vivekananda, has already told and kinds of one thing. But how do you live? How do you explain that? Would you able to understand the true purpose of education? That particular question was asked. He told that the true purpose of the education is not hold in the papers like in degree and forms. Your behavior is the exact form of exposing. Some of the people with having that kinds of very degrees can behave perfectly, whereas a very people coming from the grassroots level without having any kind of solid degree succeeded very nicely. So how do you want to interpret that kind of situation?
she got the enough experience,
Yes.
and she got the C4 years girls the Todem, and there's a very big thing that in that type of case, I do not do the Todem that, but that little girls are do the Todem that she has the enough experience.
Yes.
So you have to get you have to also important in degree is also important and experience also important.
Yes.
Mean in our Nityangan there are 500 I think 100 students are there.
Okay.
So there is so all in 50% there is a below of the 10-year students,
Okay.
and they are very good in dance, and some of that when there is a India whole India is
Okay.
exams happen.
So what should be the congruity line? How could you able to create a kind of balance?
You have if I am telling that classical dance is most beautiful
Yes.
rather than the modern dance,
Yes.
and you have to that if you want to go with the dance you have to take some first take degrees and that take you have to also grow up your experience, because dance is a thing that we have to get enough experience
So that's
Okay, we got many ideas from Omkita, and actually we have the very short period of the time. So each and every round there's a debate that getting initiated. If I try to enlarge it, so debate does not have any kind of ending. So in the very next class we will also discuss the various kinds of debates, according taking teaching concept, research concept, marriage concept, and opinions concept also. Thanks, have a nice day.